Good day everyone, we are Group 6 and today we will presenting our analysis of Mr. DIY in IT infrastructure. For my part, it cover two main areas. First is the organization background and business requirements, and the second point is the server and operating system environment that supports the IT operation. Mr. DIY Group is a leading home improvement retailer headquartered in Malaysia, and it operates thousands of outlets both locally and internationally. The company follows a high volume, low price business model, and because of this strategy, Mr. DIY must maintain efficiency operations, high inventory turnover, and a strong IT infrastructure to support its large-scale retail operation. For the daily operation, they are highly dependent on information technology, and its core business activity include point-of-sale transaction, inventory management, supply chain coordination, and financing reporting. All stores are connected through a centralized IT system that integrates sales and operation data. And without a reliable IT system, Mr. DIY would not be able to manage thousands of products across multiple stores or locations efficiently. Then, as a large retail chain, Mr. DIY faces several IT infrastructure challenges. First is the scalability, as the system must support rapid store expansion, and the second is availability, since the POS system must always be operational to avoid the revenue loss. And the third point is the data consistency, ensuring real-time synchronization across stores. And the fourth is security to protect the financial transaction and company data. And the last point is the cost efficiency. That is the critical due to its low price business strategy. To address this challenge, Mr. DIY's IT infrastructure aims to achieve several objectives. It must provide a stable and secure environment, ensure high system availability, and support future business growth. And overall, the IT infrastructure must be enable smooth nationwide retail operations and support continuous expansion.
Mr. DIY operates a large number of retail outlets which create a high dependency on computer hardware and IT systems. Core business functions such as point-of-sale, inventory management, ERP, financial accounting, and reporting are all supported by centralized servers hosted in data center or the cloud environments. Due to the high transaction volumes from multiple outlets, the infrastructure must be highly available, scalable, and reliable to ensure smooth daily operations. Mr. DIY uses different storage technology based on performance and cost requirements. Magnetic storage is suitable for large volume of transactional and historical data, while optical storage is mainly used for long-term archiving. Solid-state drives provide high-speed data access and are used in performance-critical systems such as ERP and real-time. RAID technology combines multiple disks to improve data protection and system reliability. RAID levels such as RAID level 1, RAID 5, RAID 6, and RAID 10 allow Mr. DIY system to continue operating even when a disk fails, ensuring continuous access to important financial and inventory data. Mr. DIY adopts storage infrastructure concepts such as storage visualization, SAN, and zoning. Storage visualization simplifies management by combining physical storage into a single pool. SAN provides high-speed centralized storage access, while zoning improves security by controlling access to sensitive storage resources.
So for this slide is explain the several types of the server to support the business operation of the Mr. DIY. And the file server store business documents and reports for the internal use, and the application server run retail systems such as the POS and inventory management system. Then have a database server store important business data, including sales transaction and supplier information, and a directory server manage employee and authentication and control system access based on rules. Then for the operating system features and the function, that is such as for the Windows Server or Linux that we use by the Mr. DIY. Then this operating system provides essential functions including process management to handle multiple applications, memory management for efficient resource usage, and the file system management for secure data storage. Also, that will provide the user access control and network services to ensure communication between headquarters, data center, and retail outlets. Then the server are deployed either the centralized data center or cloud computing environment. The centralized deployment allows the better control, while cloud environments provide scalability and flexibility. And also, for the virtualization technology is used to improve resource utilization and reduce the hardware cost. And that is the architecture supports the nationwide operations and future expansion. To ensure continuous operation, Mr. DIY implements several reliability strategies. This includes server redundancy, backup data and recovery system, load balancing, and disaster recovery planning. And these measures minimize the downtime, prevent data loss, and ensure business continuity. And this is the essential for maintaining customer satisfaction and protecting the company revenue.
Mr. DIY is a large retail company with many outlets, so a reliable network infrastructure is essential. It uses a hierarchical network design with access distribution and core layers to ensure scalability and easy management. Enable devices such as switch, router, firewall, and wireless access point allow POS system and store device to communicate with the central data center or cloud. Switching is used within each store to enable fast communication between POS terminals, computer, and local device. Routing is used to connect different store networks to the central data center or cloud using IP address together. Routing and switching ensure smooth and efficient data flow across all Mr. DIY outlets. Mr. DIY implement network security through encryption and data security principles. Encryption is used to protect sensitive data such as payment and financial information during transmission. The CIA principle confidentiality, integrity, and availability are supported through access control, firewall monitoring system, and backup solution to ensure data protection and business continuity.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaidi. Today I will discuss for part E, which focuses on directory services and identity management. So let's go to my first part overview of directory services. For a massive retailer like Mr. DIY, a directory service is the source of the truth that centralizes user management and ensure that every staff member, that from cashiers to executives, have secure access to the system they need. So next move forward to LDAP protocol architecture. To access this directory, we use the industry standard protocol, lightweight directory access protocol, which we can also call it LDAP. It operates on a client-server model. When a staff member log into the POS terminal, the terminal acts as an LDAP client, send a request to the server to verify the user's identity. So Our LDAP implementation follows by 4 key models. The information model defines what data we store, while the naming model organizes it into a tree structure. The functional model handles operations like searching and updating, and the security model ensures everything remains protected. Then let's move forward to naming model and DIT structure. The naming model is crucial for Mr. DIY. We use a hierarchical tree called the DIT, which is Directory Information Tree. By dividing user into organizational units like retail and HQ, we can easily apply security policies. For an example, we can give all retail staff access to inventory tools while restricting financial reports to HQ personnel. And let's move forward to my last part, which is security model and access control. So security is the top priority, and they use the bind operation for authentication, reinforced by strong password policies. Access control lists ensure that staff only see what they need to see, and the most importantly, all of the data is encrypted by using LDAPS, which is Lightweight Directory Access Protocol over SSL or TLS, to prevent unauthorized interceptions, and every action is logged for auditing purposes. So in conclusion, Mr. DIY's directory service infrastructure provides a scalable and secure foundation for managing identities across its vast retail network. So that's all of my presentation for part E. Next part will be presented by our friend. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Said Maun, and this is section number 6, Application Middleware Architecture. We'll also be covering section number 7 in the group assignment. Let's get started. We start by looking at middleware as it's an important part of the IT infrastructure as it acts as a sort of bridge between operating systems, databases, and applications. As an example of applications used, as we've mentioned in the report, Mr. DIY uses a custom ERP system for its retail operations along with Shopify for its online store. For a real-world example of middleware, we came across a case study for an automated warehouse where physical devices communicated with the warehouse control system, which then sent its data to the ERP. The success of this highlights the need for a robust middleware system with API gateways in order to achieve efficient operations and ultimately greater data insights. And given how important middleware is, we propose a 3-tier application architecture for web tier deployment. Now, for the web tier, pretty much we have web servers that host a wide range of content from little icons and buttons for the online store all the way up to content, images, and promotional materials. And as I said, they're stored with minimal latency and load balancing and DDoS protection in mind. So they're nice and secure pretty much. And then as for middleware and APIs, that's in the application tier. And then basically its job is right in the middle. It has business logic, so it talks with both the web and data tiers. And basically, information that's generated from the web tier would go through the application tier, processed through what is called OLTP, and then it's sent over to the data tier where it is then further on transformed into relevant information that can be used in BI purposes and for further analytics work, and even in today's day and age, AI potentially when structured right. So, with regards to data, let's move on to the next slide. While we're on the topic of data, let's talk about how Mr. DIY will unlock deeper data insights. The first things to note is that transaction data is handled by OLTP, which is built for speed and volume, but to use this data to find patterns, it'll need to be transformed into structured data, and for that we use extract, transform, and load. Afterwards, that data is then loaded onto a data warehouse, We looked at a different schema that we could use, like Snowflake, but we've determined that star schema is best suited for our needs. While we've looked at applications and middleware, it is pertinent to note that a major retailer like Mr. DIY needs to uphold the highest ethics and standards when it comes to information security and information technology in general. As a retailer that reaches millions of consumers, has thousands of stores, and a robust e commerce presence, it's important for Mr. DIY to maintain the highest standards of data protection and security. Ethical dealing matters, and so does the environment to a greater extent. But in the retail environment, um, one needs to be very careful when handling customer details like card payment details or addresses and even order information. So, someone getting something for a significant other or for their best friends. And if that data, particularly, which is lucrative for rivals and for hackers, if it gets into the wrong hands, pretty much it'll destroy the trust and reputation. So it is a big deal when it comes to ethics in general. Recent events, such as the MNS hack of 2025, have made this abundantly clear. So it's an absolute necessity. It's not an option for Mr. DIY. And finally, in order to achieve the intended outcomes, Mr. DIY will have to comply with many different standards and regulations. Firstly is the PDPA, which is Malaysia's main data protection law, along with other relevant regulations in other markets, including the GDPR in European markets, given that they're expanding to the old continent. Along with that, you have PCI DSS 4.0 certification for online payments, and on top of that, you have relevant cybersecurity and IT ethics frameworks that are relevant for the teams at the retailer. So we've basically covered everything when it comes to IT infrastructure, and we thank you very much for your attention and have a wonderful day. Thank you.